Afternoon, everyone. Hello once again. Welcome to my channel. This is Marty the Mad Magpie, and I've just come on this afternoon. I do apologise for not getting on last night, but I've just come on this afternoon to reflect on last night's game and the situation now for Eddie Howe as manager of Newcastle United, because it's a real talking point today about the future of Eddie Howe. Will he be at the club next season? Will he be at the club within a couple of weeks? You know, it's a real talking point, and I've come on to give my view today on the current situation at the club, the managerial situation. So once again, welcome to my channel, guys. It's great to have you with me. If you're checking out my channel for the first time, welcome. And if you are checking out any of my videos and you like any of the content, please give us a like, guys. It'll be much appreciated. And if you want to get instant access to any of my videos as soon as they are uploaded, you can subscribe to the channel. You just click the subscribe button. It's completely free, and any new videos, as soon as they flash up, you'll be notified of their presence on the channel. Okay, and if you want to leave a comment on this video and any of the others on my channel, you know, you can. It's completely free again, and I will try and get back to you as many as I can. Okay, so a disappointing night last night. We made Chelsea look like, you know, like a really good team. They're not, but they got 3 goals and we only got 2. Again, their defensive work wasn't great, but ours was pretty comical. I've got to say, Sven Botman lost his man for the first goal. Dan Burns' clearance for the second one wasn't great, and then we let it go again. Ball through the legs of Dubravka, not good. And you know, you look at the team that, you know, they trudged off at the end of the game, and it wasn't a vintage performance by United. In fact, it was a really disappointing performance, and it brings into question, really, you know, the question about once again the manager, the situation with Eddie Howe. Is his race run at Newcastle United? Some of the players, you know, will they be moved on in the summer? That is another one to be decided. But my opinion on this matter is that Eddie Howe, you know, I believe a lot in him. I think he's a good manager. He is a great coach. And, you know, I believe that Eddie Howe has a future at the club. I really do. I mean, he's had a bad season in terms of injuries, and, you know, sure, he's been criticised for the players that he brought in the summer. One got banned, one got injured. And, you know, Harvey Barnes is injured again now. We've also lost Anthony Gordon. Kieran Trippier is also on the treatment table. So Eddie's taken the brunt of it. But it's not Eddie Howe that's to blame. You know, in my opinion, it's not the manager to blame. It's the players. You know, I mean, I have a bigger problem with the players than I do with any of the managerial team. It's because it's these players. Eddie Howe tells them what to do, sends them out with what tactics he wants to implement on the game, and it's up to them players to carry it out. And from what I've seen last night, a lot of these players just aren't cut out for the football club. They really aren't. I don't know what has gone wrong, but the likes of, I mean, Sven Botman just didn't look with it last night. He really didn't. Dan Burn, I mean, it might be affecting him, playing him on the left side again. It might be affecting him. He's certainly not himself. Sean Longstaff is, well, I don't know what's wrong with him. He's I don't even think he's happy at the club, to be honest. We brought Elliot Anderson on. He kept giving the ball away. It just seems to be an unhappy camp with the players. But, what really drives me mad is that these players, they're professionals, And last season, there wasn't this problem. We had a good season last season. We really asked a lot of questions of some big teams. But it just hasn't happened this season. And people will say, oh, it's because we were in the Champions League and stuff like that. It stretched the squad. But, it's horses for courses in that sort of situation. These players knew what was on offer. They are, as I said before, they're professional players and they need to step up to the mark because they've been scrutinised now. They've been watched all the time. If they don't play well for the club in the summer, they might as well just pack their bags because the club will move them on. But in terms of performances, they haven't been great. But as usual, Eddie Howe is taking the brunt of it. And sacking Eddie Howe, in my view, is not the way forward because we're still in the middle of a season. I mean, do these deluded fans think that sacking Eddie Howe is going to change things? Another manager coming in, is he going to have a different effect on them, on the players? Maybe. But at the end of the day, these players need to look at themselves and think, well, hold on, it's our performances, it's our grit and determination, which has been, for some games this season, non-existent. It's us we've got the manager into this situation. And to be quite honest, Eddie Howe, he's doing he's best with what he can. Because in January, that was always going to be a difficult month to get players in. It was difficult for every club with these financial fair play rules. But the players that we had, this is like a nucleus of the squad that we had from last season. Minus Harvey Barnes and Sandro Tonali. The majority of the squad was there last season. This was a team that was challenging for the Champions League. And yeah, I mean, that did affect us. Of course it did. But at the end of the day, I mean, these players knew what was coming. And they're just not prepared for it. But in terms of the long-term future of Eddie Howe, only the club can decide that. But my opinion, you go sacking a manager now, that's not going to do the club any good. Because you might get a manager coming in, whoever it may be, who might have a positive effect on the players. They might start playing better football. They might start, shining for this new manager. But that'll all be a front because they want to stay at the club. But then you might get another manager coming in who can have a negative effect on the players. Might not have Eddie Howe's man management skills or whatever, and it could go pear-shaped once again. So what I say is, stick with Eddie, give him funds in the summer to spend, and then if it goes wrong again next season, then Eddie Howe he'll know what the consequences are. He'll know that he's going to get the boot. He'll know that his time at Newcastle United is finished then. But you can't judge him on this season because last season wasn't a fluke. We did well, but we weren't expected to get there. And then now we've hit a bit of a wall this time, this season, and Eddie's taken the brunt of it. You know what? My opinion on the matter is, in Eddie, I trust, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you do as well. It's the players that are the problem. It's them that need to get the act together. They need to start playing, because I'll tell you what it is. A lot of these players are playing for their future in Newcastle United. And that is what I would be telling them as a manager. I'd be saying, you're playing for your future, guys. You guys are playing, not you guys watching. Don't worry. But if I was talking to the players, I would say, you're all playing for your futures here. So you either get a good finish to the season, get your act together, start playing well, or a few of you will be out the door. and that would be it. You know, that would be my view on the situation. The players need to man up and get on with it and finish the season strongly. Okay, so I'm going to wrap it up there, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and be sure to subscribe to my channel if you want to get instant access to my videos. As I said earlier on, it's completely free. And if you like this video, drop us a like, guys. If you don't like it, drop us a dislike. You know, either way, I'd rather you were honest with us, okay? And if you want to leave a comment on this video, you're more than welcome. Let me know your views on the situation. What do you make of it? Get in touch, guys. It'll be great to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching me today. Marty the Mad Magpie signing off. All the best to you. Thank you. Bye-bye for now.